Staff announcement, Bubble Burst Rental is now open. If you enjoy this podcast, you may enjoy our other show, OVA Hell, where we talk about original video anime and movies from the 70s through early 2000s. We hope you enjoy shopping with us today.
Hi, welcome back to Bubble Burst Rental. We just spent the last month watching Togainu no Chi, the 2010 anime adaptation based on the 2005 visual novel by Nitro+Chiral. It's yaoi.
It's yaoi.
It certainly is.
It's yaoi.
I read it as Togainu.
It should be
not Toga.
Togainu no Chi because it's dog, but like it's kind of hard to say, like not in Japanese, and also it doesn't put the space there.
Is it Togainu or
It's Togainu.
Togainu? Okay, yeah.
Because the last episode is like Blood of the Dog or something, and that's like a direct translation.
It says Blood of the Reprimanded Dog at the end of every episode.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the title.
Yeah.
I
The
stopped
final
looking away.
episode is double climax.
Yeah.
They both came.
It is.
This anime has not got that dog in it because, despite it being called a yaoi, there was very little actual yaoi in it.
I don't know, there was quite a bit.
There was a TV ad. There was quite a bit of dog in it.
There was a lot of dog
There's
in
a
it.
lot of dog.
There was a lot
Scrolling through the
of dog.
CGs and there's the first penis.
So
Oh my
There's
god!
the second one.
Right.
There's a lot of... Who wants to explain what happens in the plot?
God.
This was Mira's choice, so she should do it.
Sure.
Oh dear.
Get called out.
So, the main character, Akira, gets accused of murder falsely and is given the choice between jail forever or go to the city of Toshima and participate in a death game, basically, that actually isn't really that death gamey because it has really specific rules. So first of all, you have to have a witness to any fight. Secondly, it ends when someone's back hits the floor. And thirdly, you can't have a gun, specifically. No one's, like, that armed. So it's kind of, like, nebulous. But anyway, he immediately loses almost every single fight he's in there, despite being an ex-street fighting champion. And then,
Who partook in something called Blaster that is never elaborated on.
It's a street fight. But it's gone mainstream, we find out, specifically. And then he kind of just gets dragged around by guys for the rest of the plot, and we discover he's not really the main character of this. He was just useful to other people's
He was just a guy.
ends, which was kind of pretty obvious, because he was obviously set up for that murder to be sent there. So it's not the, like, greatest reveal. I had a gasp. Did no one else pick up on that?
Set up by the only woman in the show as well.
Yeah.
The show does not pass the Bechdel test.
It physically can't. Like even if she was talking about things that weren't men, there's no other woman to chat with.
The only other woman that's ever shown in this show, aside from like a background character in the first episode, is like one character's little sister.
No,
Yeah.
and you see his
Yeah.
mum.
Whose mum?
Yes,
Who's
the
mom?
same guy, right?
Yeah, the Brits.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Takahashi?
Manchester Black-looking ass.
Anyway, yeah,
Gotta-
that guy.
Gotta make sure people know that they're a punk by putting them in a Union Jack shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you dictate punk, I guess.
This is the second time I've seen this in an anime this month, and the other one is one airing this season, so I guess people are still doing it.
What's the other one?
Lie game.
Yeah, it's because British, like, punk culture is, like, very much the inspiration between a lot of, like, visual K styles, which Togainu no also pulls on. So that's why that turns up. Like, the association is, like, the Union Jack represents punk.
Does that mean that
Interesting.
3 out of 5 members in this podcast are punk?
Yes.
For sure.
Sure, yeah.
Sure. Anyway, I'm scrolling through the visual novels CGs, and I know we joked about Premiere being a vampire, but he does bite Akira's neck in one of them.
I mean, like,
We're not even at premiere yet.
Yeah.
the chi in Togainu no
World's
Chi
premiere.
means blood, And so there's actually kind of like a relative focus on blood, but it doesn't really come through until the end of the anime, where we
Literally
discover
right at the
it's
end.
basically vampires. The Japanese government after World War III attempted to create super soldiers, made precisely one super soldier, and then kind of just kept diluting his blood into drugs and was testing it in Hell City.
No, technically they made 2 because, like, technically Akira is the anti-super soldier, which is still technically kind of a super soldier.
I think they considered him a failure because they...
Like, he wasn't strong.
Issue I have. Because he wasn't strong, right? So they wiped his memory because he had no memory of being tested on until later?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They never explain how they wipe people's memory.
No, they do
They're
not.
vampires, don't worry about it.
Yeah. They never explain what that murder was that he was, threatened with prison for. Like, that plot point kind of just stopped.
No, they kind of did say.
They show it.
Yeah, they showed the murder. They showed some random guy, and then later in the show, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be frank. We set you up."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, just matter of fact, just there, just out in the open.
She doesn't give a
I'm
shit.
I
like,
kind of like that he's not that important, though, in the grand scheme of things. Like, everyone was just using him in the end. So they're like,
don't know
yeah,
what-
of course we framed you for murder, you fucking idiot.
I don't know what the plan was, though. Because, like, the whole plan was to meet up with the super soldier guy, and then she's holding a gun to him, she's just pointing a gun at him, and then he fucking kills her. Spoilers. And it's just like, what was your plan when you came here by yourself, almost?
No, he doesn't just kill her, he punches
They
her
were
through the
using
tit.
him like a little dangly, yeah, he did go through the tit to rip her heart out.
Which would be really fucking painful. Like,
Also,
regardless.
just, like, excess force. Like, you could have just gone through the sternum.
While we were watching, because he says, I've got the essence of life on my hands. I was joking that he took our uterus.
Which is obviously stored in the chest.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
r/bad women's anatomy.
We've jumped right to the end. I think we should roll back a bit and have a little look at some of the other characters. We've jumped right into Akira, Nano, and
I'm
Gwen. Was that her name?
terrified.
His
Emma.
name was... The
Emma.
man's name was
Emma
Gwen.
was the girl. The guy's name was Gwen.
Yeah,
Phoenix
Wright
Wright's
was
name
called Gwen in this.
I
Right, yes.
am terrified of talking about the characters because I thought, oh, these characters are just kind of generic action, but also gay. They seem fine, and then someone mentions that the visual novel is a lot spicier and a lot less consentier, and I'm like, are you going to fucking ruin my entire opinion on every character in this show?
I do think it's very obviously a visual novel adaptation, just because you can see the setups for potential routes, and then it kind of manages to pick like the one ending that doesn't fulfill any relationship. But also a lot of the endings don't end the game. They're kind of more one-off scenes and then you continue. But all of those were also not in there because it doesn't actually depict or really actually imply anyone has sex in this. They're all virgins.
No, like episode 1 has Akira insisting on being left alone with his twink boy toy, Keisuke. So there's kind of an implication there.
That's
but
more to dupe them.
afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, and then we see them not have sex.
We
Speaking
don't
of
know
that-
that.
It's true.
But
They got like 10
they spent
minutes.
10 whole minutes. And you can explain saying, hey, I got framed for murder in about 5 seconds.
Look, I don't know who I don't know. Look, if A1 Pictures thinks that you can realistically have sex in 10 minutes, either they haven't had sex or they've had really bad sex.
I
I don't
mean,
think you understand
you're
how
quickie.
bad some straights have it.
they're gay.
You're bi, it doesn't count.
So speaking of Keisuke,
Yes,
he's a character.
he is. I think he's my favorite character. I like.
Really?
He's a soft boy.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
plot-wise,
Even after he starts doing
Keisuke,
drugs?
he is,
He's
his
just
friend
a
gets
fucking
framed
twink
for
star.
murder. and has been sent to Murder City and just decides to follow him to Murder City.
Yeah, and it is a question that Akira asks, like, hey, I got here in a car. How did you follow me? I just walked and I found you. Like a lost puppy.
Yeah, literally
He's
stepped
pretty
him out
Oh
like
yeah,
a dog.
that is one thing. So the drug line is supposed to like awaken your latent abilities, and Keisuke does do drugs that he finds on the floor. But it seems like
Where all the
this,
best
like,
drugs
the
are.
strength, the main thing he develops is the ability to sniff Akira out. That's
Like, specifically
his latent
Akira.
power is he can smell him really easily.
No, his latent powers, also he gets a tan.
Yeah,
He also
that,
gets a
that
tan,
was
yeah.
dodgy.
And
More
then when
so
he
than the
becomes
rapes.
better again, he loses his tan, which is
Oh,
a
dear.
choice.
Oh.
Which does not happen in the visual novel, by the way. At first I thought it was lighting, and then I was just like, oh god, like, are they actually doing the evil self has darker skin?
This show does not have a good track record with characters with darker skin tones. The only one I
What?
can think of that
The
isn't
guy
an
who no
asshole.
chi or ass?
Togainu no
Chi.
Chi.
I was just
What
making
we're talking
sure.
about. This anime.
Well, okay, yeah. I just had to make sure, like, we do not have the best track record with picking things that aren't incredibly problematic for this show, so I just need to make sure.
It comes with the territory of watching older stuff.
It does.
Yeah.
But like the only character with skin that isn't pale as the fucking sun is
The information broker.
the Dilf.
Motomi, yeah.
Like he's the
Motomi.
one character
also,
who's a protagonist.
There's one of
or
the
a good
assassins
guy.
too.
Kiriwa.
Yeah, the
Kiriwa.
the
Is
one who
it?
just has an iron pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's canonically the same age as Motomi as well.
Oh, what?
Yeah, who is, I believe, early to mid-30s.
And they call
But
him
also described
Gramps.
as middle-aged.
I think so, yeah.
It's like, I know the, like, life expectancy in Murder City isn't great, but he's like 35.
Yeah, even on the website, he's a middle-aged man who appears to be in his 30s. Guys, not middle-aged.
I wrote down when we get introduced to Motomi is Rain called him an old man. He's like 40,
Yeah.
be nice.
Not even 40, he's in his 30s. I think, I know at least Akira is like 18, though. He's a baby.
Only... God.
Yeah,
Well, that's
actually,
a relief.
Keisuke's the same age as well. I think I'm assuming Shiki's probably early 20s because he's Rin's older brother.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that.
You didn't?
I didn't realize they
Ah.
were actually related.
They literally
Yeah,
said
yeah.
it in the
I
They
thought-
literally
They
said it.
literally-
They said, we
He's
have
like, "I know
different
we have
mothers,
different
but we share a
mothers."
father.
Oh,
It's like so expositional.
I was under the impression that like they had a relationship, like they were not related, but you know, like they knew each other previously, and then shit went wrong. I didn't pick up on that. I'm sorry.
No,
It's,
they're literally related.
Yeah.
Does it
I
ever
mean,
explain why she
this show
kills
is-
Rin's friends?
Yeah,
No.
I was trying to explain this to you. He didn't. I'm pretty sure it was Nano who did it.
Who?
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Premiere.
The premiere.
Nano N.
But it was definitely that's the whole reason Rin wanted to fight Shiki was because he killed his friends.
I don't know. I took it as like,
And Shiki does suck.
And it's Shiki in the flashback.
yeah, but we don't see him killing them.
Yeah, I don't think Shiki was the one that killed him. I'm
No,
pretty
Shiki
sure.
does say, when they're fighting properly, that should I send you to your friends?
Yeah, I thought it was just being a
Yeah.
dick.
Same here. Like, I just thought that he was being a dick and that he was super depressed, and instead of seeking therapy, he said, right, everyone in this town's gotta fucking die, and I'm allowed to because I'm on the mob boss's good side, so I'm just gonna throw a several-year-long tantrum because I can, instead of just going to fucking therapy.
I mean, that's
Speaking of
kind
bad
of the theme of all
communication.
of
Dracula?
it.
That's
Yeah.
the whole show, yeah.
In fairness,
one
I
talks.
don't
No
think...
one talks.
I don't think therapy exists in this semi-post-apocalyptic world, so
They got
I
other
think
shit
we can
going
cut him
on.
a little bit of slack, aside from the fact he killed people.
Half of the conversations
What
in this show are just like,
murder?
"What are you doing here? Why won't you talk to me? They just don't speak to each other."
How do we use my blood? I'm not going to tell you.
Why are you here? I'm not gonna tell you. Why won't you be friends with me? I'm not gonna tell you. It's like the only actual bit of communication we get from Akira is like after Keisuke starts taking drugs and he's like, oh, I should have been nicer to him. You should have spoken to him. You barely spoke to him.
I love when we get the flashbacks and Keisuke's just like talking at Akira and is like, can I like come bring you food so you don't die? And he's like, no. And Keisuke's like, cool, I'll see you then.
Joseph Twinkstar could have done so much better. There's so much better. You telling me there's no other gay people in the post-apocalypse?
They're all gay.
No, everyone else is gay. And that's part of the problem.
I liked Rin. Rin's pretty cool. They
Rin
don't
is
really do
Rin.
much, but they're pretty cool. They murder someone in like episode 1 or episode 2, and then they never do anything else ever again.
He's about. He shows them the safe places and stuff.
That's true. He's nice. There's one bit right at the end where Rin desperately Rin's trying to fight Shiki, and then Akira's like, no, it's not worth it. Don't fight Shiki to get revenge. And then later, Akira's trying to fight Shiki for revenge, and Rin's like, no, don't fight Shiki to get revenge. It's like they don't listen to each other.
Rin reeks of, oh, this was a love interest that we had to cut because no one's allowed to actually be gay in this show, only implied.
No.
We
they
have to
have
do
sex,
the route
though.
that doesn't involve any sex.
No, you have sex with Rin.
Oh.
Yeah, you can
In
use
the-
an option.
Well, in this route in the game?
I can't remember if it's one that ends things, but I
in
think
one of the
it's
episodes at the ending, the blonde, I can't remember, the blonde guy with the mask who has the dog.
arbitrary.
He does walk into a room full of naked men who are tied up.
Yes.
He does.
Yeah,
So there is
okay.
sex in this show.
That's
Yeah,
true. The drug lord.
Sex that I tried to blur out of my fucking mind because Jesus, why?
I feel like the drug lord's gonna do some rape.
He also uses drugs during sex.
We should mention that when we say the dog, we're referring to the character Cow, who is a man in bondage gear who just, like, acts like a dog for the entire show.
He's a
This
yeah,
is
he's a
Has
man.
This is
no
how it
voice
is.
actor listed because he doesn't talk. His main job is sniffing tags.
Yeah, he's the only reason this whole enterprise works, because they have to be able to know if people are cheating, and the only way they can know that is by having Cal sniff the tags. So if Cal wasn't there, it literally wouldn't work as an operation.
Do you reckon he got the dog first or started Igra first?
It was just going
think he
really
started-
badly.
I think he started Igra and then got the dog. I do. As fucked up as the concept of Cow is, I do like him as an addition.
It adds a lot of, like,
I just
visual
love
gravity.
that they like fucking take him out on walks as well. Like
Does he
the
really contribute
executioners.
anything?
Yeah, I mean, it shows that, what's his name, the leader of the place is kind of fucked up, Arabito.
That is true.
Also,
Arbitro.
in Arbitro's route, the main thing he wants to do to Akira is make him Cal's mate, specifically. Like, he wants that boy to be his bitch,
I
literally.
Here's the
fucking
problem.
knew there was a
Here's
dog
the
arc.
problem. Here's the problem. So they remove all the other sex from the show, but they've kept this one bit in, so it just feels super out of place compared to everything else. It's like, why is there just this random, gross kind of lack of consent arc going on when the rest of the show is just a cool action show? When
It's
you realize the
probably-
point of the
he's
original,
the
it makes
fucked
more
up
sense.
guy at the top in
Yeah.
the anime's execution. Like, he's
That's a lot of murder.
worse. Also, you know when Akira turns down the food that Arbitro offers him? Yeah, that is drugged. Like, that is his ending. If you eat the food he gives you, yeah, you end up in the basement.
Amazing.
Don't eat food from
Oh.
weird guys who keep dogs.
I saw Arbitro and that one implied sex scene to be there to show that Toshima and Igra as a whole is fucked up, and the
Yeah.
fact that a man in a gimp suit kept sort of against his will, but also not, permanently in a bit gag with piercings everywhere.
Six,
Is
He
normal.
has
specifically
nipple
six,
piercings, but as
because
if
they're
he
meant to
was a
be-
dog.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that. It's to show that it's fucked up that is considered normal.
He's also a weird little freak specifically, like, more so than anyone else.
What about the assassins who really love murdering?
That's just murder. They're not, like, fucking carving up guys and turning them into dogs.
No, they
That's
just
true.
do it for
The
love of the game.
executioners.
Yeah.
The execution.
And half the time they don't even get to kill guys, they're just cleaning up bodies.
Like that one mass murder that
Keisuke.
Tucker?
Keisuke did.
Keisuke. My brain's
Yeah.
gone.
It, like, throws you that it's, Takaru?
Yeah, they do imply
Whatever
it's
his name.
Takaru, yeah.
Who's Takaru?
They
the
outright
blue
state
guy.
it's
Takaru's
Takaru.
He's the what?
The punk guy with the blue hair.
Oh, the Brit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't
Hiya.
think for a second it was the Brit.
Oh,
My,
it's 'cause they showed the murder and then they show him doing drugs, so I was like, oh, I guess it must be him. And then I saw Keisuke being so spooky, and I was like, ooh, is it Keisuke?
You can kinda see it's him in silhouette, like he's got
Yeah,
the
you
like
can-
long sleeves and then the shorter sleeves.
You can see
But
it's Keisuke's silhouette, and his
Yeah.
shirt is brighter than his pants, and his pants have something tied around them.
Didn't Keisuke
my-
literally say that it was that he killed all those people in the
Yes.
bar when they were fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he
Akira
does
doesn't
say that to
know
Akira.
that at first, because then he kills Takaru or whatever, and so they're basically like, cool, guy we can blame the murder on, because there is no justice system in Toshima.
I think the main thing
No.
about this show is they need to stop splitting up. Half of the issues, actually all of the issues, is because they keep going, I'm gonna walk around the city by myself. Which city are you walking around? Murder City. It'll be fine. Like,
It's fine, we're in the safe area that is never
The
safe, not
neutral
even
zone.
once. The neutral zone where they spend most of the show, despite the fact that Akira's goal is to fight Il-Rei, which is Shiki, we learn later. Technically, I don't think we learn that Il-Rei is Shiki until Rin challenges them, but like it's pretty obvious that that's where it's going.
I didn't pick up on it. I thought Il-Rei might have been the dog. I was really hoping that the secret reveal was that Cal was Il-Rei, and he just chooses to walk around like that.
He's just into that. Unrelated.
Yeah.
God forbid a man have hobbies.
But yeah,
Exactly.
Akira's goal is to fight and beat Il-Rei, ignoring the fact that that won't happen because Akira does not win a single fucking fight in this whole show.
no, he's terrible.
No, I really like that Akira's just like a normal guy who's
I
in
did
this situation, and he responds like a normal person would. He almost vomits
Freaks the
when
fuck
people
out.
get butchered in front of him. He doesn't like killing. He's traumatized when he thinks he killed someone. He's just a normal guy.
Also, Blaster was hand-to-hand combat. Everyone in this has knives and shit. Like, he's actually kind of at a disadvantage the entire time. But he does mostly win by kicking guys with guns in the face, because they're, like, faceless mooks, and he's allowed to win against them.
I do have... just to go back to Keisuke taking drugs really quick, I wrote down... I want to read out my notes. But the last note for episode 5, this was when Keisuke was getting a medical kit for when Akira got stabbed. I wrote down, I like how Keisuke tries to pay with the medals he started with, only to see how many Rin needed to pay for it. To me, it shows that Keisuke isn't cut out for the death game, and he doesn't understand what's at stake and what he needs to do. Episode 6, the first note, all caps, Keisuke, what the fuck?
Anytime Keisuke is left alone, he immediately gets into trouble, or like fucking finds drugs in an abandoned building and decides
Literally
to
on
take
the floor.
them. Like, do not take the floor drugs.
Also, I started calling him Ketsuke, because he keeps doing drugs.
It is kind of quite tragic, though, because he's like, oh, Akira really prizes strength. I'm gonna take the drug that makes you strong and also kills you and turns you insane. And it's like, it's so obvious, I feel, to the audience that Akira doesn't give a shit about anything. Boy is super depressed. Doesn't give a shit about, like, strength at all. Like, this is just something Keisuke's assumed about him. And, like, I think, like, with the way things end, like, that does suck.
And a couple episodes later, there's a flashback to when they're kids, and I'm like, oh, that's just how Akira interacts with people. He shows he cares by not directly saying, fuck off.
Yeah, it's like Like,
He'll
can we
accept
hang
your
out
help,
later?
but he won't
And
directly
Akira's like,
say
sure.
yes. Yeah. That's
Yes,
just,
if
how,
you
that's
want
just
to.
how he works.
Like, one of the few things I put on the slide deck was that he's very passively suicidal. Like, Akira does not care for himself, quite obviously. So, like, Keisuke is necessary to step in and do that, but also he's never in a place to really accept that help, and neither of them have the communication skills to address the actual issue. You know, it seems like in part it's because he was raised to be a soldier, and then the war was over. That never happened. And then, like, the closest you have to that is underground street fighting, so that's why he ends up there.
Which is mentioned about once, that he was, like, actively raised to be a soldier. And I
right at the
didn't
end.
pick up on that exactly.
Yeah, it's not particularly obvious.
I do think it kind of, you get like 8 episodes in, and then it drip feeds you some like plot for 2 episodes, and then the last 2 episodes you just get all of the plot all at once.
I feel the actual lore that they're putting in there itself is fine, but the way in which it's like, oh, we're just putting it all towards the end. Like, even little things like, oh, we're explaining what the Toshima district is in episode 3 and episode 2 a little bit. Like, wouldn't that setup have worked better? Like, I know Dark Viper's not here, but wait, is Dark Viper? What was his name again? Yeah, Dark Violet Cloud.
Violet.
Dark Violet Cloud. I am so sorry, Dark Violet Cloud. We're talking about Made in Abyss while you're not here. But I remember in the first episode...
Oh, he's at work right now, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I remember in the first episode of Made in Abyss, what they do is they explain the world, they drop you little hints of lore here and there, and then at the end there's this huge sweeping shot like, wow, look at the Abyss, this is going to be the big thing of the show. And I feel that's a masterclass in what you should do for world building. This isn't the complete opposite end, but it is kind of like, okay, you're just kind of a couple of things here and there, and when you do explain, it's way too late. And, like, you could have given us more. You could have given us more, especially in those early episodes, just to give us a taste, so that people don't drop this show. Because there is stuff to like here. I just feel it doesn't quite wear that stuff on its sleeve.
Yeah, I definitely think it's, like, not the best anime adaptation ever. And, like, you know, the game is, like, 20-30 hours long. So, like, to cut that down to 12 episodes, you're dealing with, what, 3 hours at best? So, like, a lot is cut, and obviously a lot of that is the sex, but also a lot of it's, like, the actual story.
Because there was a scene earlier on in the show where Rin buys everyone food, and he says to Keisuke, I know you really like green curry. That was never mentioned anywhere in the show, let alone around Rin. So that would have been something that I would assume was in the visual novel that didn't make it to the show.
I was gonna say, well, there's like, there's a lot of like setup where it's like we've been friends for ages, but because the anime's not that long, you don't really feel that. You're just like, yeah, you had like 2 interactions.
I do like when Akira was a small child and also a Kingdom Hearts character.
Yeah, no, he looks like Riku.
Yeah, like, the fucking zip-up shirt, the, like, grey spiky hair.
There's a lot with this. I think I enjoyed the
It's,
show.
like, very
You know.
dense.
I did. I don't know what the original source material is like, but one thing I do know is that it feels very much like a nice turn your brain off and enjoy it kind of show. It's like a big, long B movie that you can kind of, what's the term for it? Why am I forgetting the term binge right now? Why am I forgetting It's because I've been at fucking puppy school training all day. I'm learning to become a dog trainer, but whatever. My brain's fried, and this is the kind of show...
Damn, not learning to become a dog, SMH.
No, but seriously,
Sorry.
this show is the kind of show that you can sit down, probably watch in a day, enjoy it, keep your brain off. Yes, unfortunately, it could be a lot more gay, but I know under corporate restrictions they probably weren't allowed to, so it kind of makes sense. And I'm just hoping that the original source material doesn't fuck up all the characters and make them horrible.
So actually, I played the visual novel, like, over a decade ago, but I do remember it takes, like, an hour for you to even get in Toshima. Like, you spend a lot of time with Emma and Gwen having shit explained to you. So there is also kind of a lot more in establishing how messed up Toshima is as a place, because like it always cracks me up. So they're driving in and you just see well, you don't see it, it's in the novel section of the visual novel. There's just a guy raping a corpse on the side of the road, and Akira's like, I don't know what that is. What are those two men doing together? Which actually kind of sets the tone really well for his naivety, and also that this is a lawless hellscape.
Akira didn't come off as naive in the anime at all.
Yeah, but I think he kind of is ultimately. Like, he doesn't know what's going on at any point. He was also kind of raised poorly. He's a bit, I say a bit, he's a bit emotionally stunted.
I have a question. The game is on Steam. What version is it that's on Steam? If I buy this, will I get gay sex?
I'm pretty sure it has it in it, and if is it like Lost something? There's like another one which adds
Lost
an
Blood.
entire new character, which I don't think is the version I played, because I downloaded it illegally off the internet and played it mostly on holiday with a friend.
It didn't have an official English localization until 2020 with that Steam release. Prior to that, it was only fan translations. And of course the anime, which I think did get an official sub. I think
so.
I don't know.
But
Can
yeah.
you imagine them dubbing this in English and then having to have someone do the dog moans? That would someone would fucking put that. I'm not saying anything for the show. I'm saying for the actor that would have to put that on his or her resume.
What if they just
Get
got an
a
actual
different character
dog?
every episode. Actual dog.
Yeah.
One episode, for one random episode, it's just Jordan Peele for no apparent reason, and then he says, "I'm quitting. This job was so shit. I'm quitting acting a second time."
But I do
think,
remember the novel being quite fun. I think it also has a poker mini game.
Oh!
Let's go gambling.
Nitro+Chiral games have like a tendency to have like just one strange mini game. So I also played Dramatical Murder, but I never got through the sequel, Dramatical Murder Reconnect, because it has like a solitaire you can play from the second you install the game. And I spent like 2 hours playing solitaire and then never played the actual visual novel.
I've actually watched the anime adaptation for Dramatical Murder before I knew what yaoi was, and I wondered, why are there guys kissing? And why are there no girls in this show? And I don't remember anything else because I was back in high school.
I think because it's a visual novel, it tries to set up every character and give them all like a little bit of their story, but it doesn't do enough to make it like feel satisfying. So by the end, you're kind of sitting there like going, what? Huh?
Just, who was that guy? Oh, you're supposed to have sex with him, by
Like
the
with
way. That's
Motomi,
why
the
he's
information broker, you see him praying at a church, and I assume that's supposed to imply something about his plotline, but then it never gets elaborated, because he's like, I'm doing this again, or something. And
To be fair,
you
I'm
don't get
pretty
anything
sure we
else.
see that his, like, child died as part of the war.
Oh, yeah, no, his kid fucking explodes.
Oh,
it's
yeah!
really funny.
It explodes into goo!
Yeah.
Buzz!
Your face explode! In fairness, this is kind of a running theme for a lot of A1 Pictures adaptations of games and visual novels, where they try to adapt a little bit of everything, because really, I'm seeing this like the A1 Pictures adaptation of Persona 5, where I'm assuming it's the same, where they're just taking a bunch of scenes from the game, not really understanding what made them work, and just having enough so that fans of the original can say, oh, it's that scene! Oh, it's that scene! Oh my god,
the thing
it's
I
that
like.
scene! It's this thing that going into this, I expected to like this anime a lot less, because it's sort of a pattern that A1 Pictures does. And what ends up happening is they make it for fans of the original, not for new fans. It's just a fundamentally different way of doing adaptations, and it's not one that I would say a lot of Westerners are quite fond of, but would be more common in Japan.
I also think it comes across often as an advert, like,
Exactly.
here's all this cool stuff. If you want to see the good bits, go get the game.
It is also a struggle with adapting visual novels specifically, especially visual novels, that feature dramatically different routes. Some visual novels, don't get me wrong, they have varying endings, but they'll mostly play out the same up until like the end, depending on choices.
Like Mass Effect 3.
Yeah. But with visual novels that have like variant choices and can go in very different directions, which from what I understand, looking into it a little, Togainu no Chi is one of those. Adapting them can be awkward because like you have to pick one route to do. You probably have to do the true route, but that's normally requires players to be expected to have played through a few others first to fully get it. So you gotta sort some stuff out. And while Togainu no Chi is not one of these, sometimes there's ones which are just like impossible to adapt because playing through all of the routes is like mandatory to understand what's going on. I would kill
Either Somnium Files.
Yeah,
I was about to say I would kill for an Either Somnium Files anime adaptation. I have no idea how they do that shit.
I'm wondering if a lot of it's also thanks to the difference in copyright, because don't forget, copyright reverts to the original owner. If the original author does not sign off on the changes, they cannot do those changes. Like, do you know why the fucking Way of the House Husband...
in this case, Nitro+Chiral was on the anime, as far as I know.
But, like take Way of the House Husband, for instance. The reason why it's in a slideshow format, the anime adaptation, is because that's what the original author wanted it specifically to be.
Wow.
He didn't want it to...
Really?
It's not an anime, it's an animated comic, I believe is the difference.
I think that was his choice specifically. I'm wondering if the reason that so many light novel adaptations have to pick one route and stick with it and just stay out of the way and not change anything, instead of changing the order of which events happen so that they all flow together in a cohesive whole, is because the original authors say not happening.
Something like I've never looked at a manga or the creator of Way of the House Husband. I just assumed it was made by a woman. Like I expected it to be a woman, not a guy who made it.
I don't actually know their gender.
Let's find out.
I have the manga right here. I can't tell from their name.
Anyway, while you're looking for that, I do want to say, Mira, you told a lie. You said in every sex scene that Akira is the bottom. That's not true.
Oh, does he top Rin?
He tops Rin.
Oh my god,
Rin.
that's crazy.
Like, they found a smaller, more twinky boy for him.
They did.
Rin, the, typical
He's a showtime.
feminine boy that gets mistaken for a girl in episode 1, 2?
Even though he's got like
He-
the most
yeah.
masculine face in half the shot.
I think it's
Yeah.
interesting, though, because, like, he is just youthful, is the thing. Like, he definitely, like, plays it up, but, he's also, I'm pretty sure, one of the few characters who had, like, an ex or, like, a previous guy he was into. Like, he's very explicitly gay, comparatively, whereas, a lot of time it's situational.
Also, I looked it up. The mangaka for Where the House Husband is a guy.
There we go.
Fuck. I was wrong.
Good manga, you should read it.
I
The
like
anime
it.
is actually not even that bad, but it is a motion comic. It's not an anime.
That's the
Apparently,
phrase.
live action is very good.
I
I've
wanna
seen
watch
clips
live
of it.
action.
It does seem quite fun. Y'all should watch the One Piece live action. It's great, and I want
It
them
is.
to
Yeah, it's
actually go as
surprisingly
far as
good.
they can with it. It's tokusatsu. It's literally just a tokusatsu show.
And they keep all the core elements, even though they changed some stuff. So I'm pretty happy with it overall.
I thought it was funny. This is a total tangent. Was so Murloc is a big One Piece fan, so we were watching the live action, and he'd be like, "Oh, this didn't happen in the anime," and then we'd go and watch the relevant episode, and he was like, "I don't remember this happening," and it happened like 5 times.
Yeah, specifically in season 2, I was like, I don't remember this happening at all. But it had been so long since I'd seen it that I just forgot that that happened.
You're like, they reveal that later, not in that episode. I can't believe they're doing this. And then you'd go and open up the anime to prove it, and it would be like verbatim.
Literally, like, there's a scene right at the end where one of the characters exposits to the camera, and I was like, that's kind of poorly done. I wonder why they did that. It was in the original.
So it's I'm imagining they turned to face the audience.
They basically do. She turns to face the audience and goes, wow, that kid's special. He reminds me of this important person and also this important person. And I was like, okay, you're weird. But no.
Nope, it's there. That's Oda's vision, and anyone that says it's otherwise, like, certain casting choices, if anyone says otherwise because it's woke and stupid, well, nope, that's Oda's vision. Also, get fucked, bigots.
I remember seeing, I haven't watched it, but it's compliment my YouTube recommended a few times, which is, there's no such thing as woke, you're just a bigot.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's also no such thing as gunsmith cats, and I'm pretty sure Quartz has been trying to butt into the past several times.
Sorry.
Yeah,
God.
sorry.
Sorry.
I need to ask permission to do something quickly.
Okay.
This show triggered a very specific brainworm.
Oh,
of mine.
no.
Am I allowed to talk about this very specific brainworm?
Is this
Go for
perhaps the Kamen Rider brainworm?
This is the brainworm. Yeah, I'm very sorry,
Uh-oh.
but I gotta get it out.
Oh no, no. I'm kidding, go ahead.
So did you know there are 3 types of death game anime? Like, total, there are 3. There is Hunger Games, there's Squid Game, and there's Kamen Rider Ryuki. And Togainu no Chi is Kamen Rider Ryuki. So, 2003, 12th season of Kamen Rider ever, 3rd season of the Heisei era, is Kamen Rider Ryuki. It's the first one that's a death game. This is important. It kind of invents a lot of tropes and serves as the inspiration for a lot of things. I can't prove it. But I am pretty sure that Togainu no Chi is, like, specifically riffing on Ryuki in terms of, like, its structure. A lot of the characters line up. There's specifically 12 other people competing in Igra or who are like fighters throughout the story, with a 13th being an evil version of a pre-existing character who also happens to be the nicest guy who just wants to stop the fight. It ends with a external force coming in and causing problems, with the nicest guy dying right at the end, spurring on the main protagonist to, or not the main protagonist, but the second protagonist to become the final surviving victor. It's a lot. I just kept picking up on these things, and I'm so sorry, but I need you to understand that this brain rot exists. If the moment you become aware of Ryuki, you will begin to notice it in a lot of death game stuff, because it's one of, like, a few foundational texts for the whole fucking genre.
Interesting.
Spiel over, but there's just moments, and it's like, it's the same thing with Madoka Magica, where as soon as you're aware that is also, like, riffing on Kamen Rider Ryuki, it's very clear that that's what it's doing.
Magica,
Right.
in the last 2 episodes of the rip we were watching, they had ads for Madoka, so it would be a really dramatic scene.
Oh!
And then, right at the end, after the credits play, an incredibly upbeat ad for Madoka Magica would play.
Like, it was... What version did everyone else watch? Because ours was very obviously a TV broadcast, like they kept it in the TV spiel, but because of this, it was censored to fuck for some of the
It really
fight scenes.
was.
Oh,
Like,
God.
we're talking, like, Tokyo Ghoul 90% blacked out, like
Oh,
that.
no.
Oh my
the-
god.
So did
the
everyone else
version-
have that experience, or did you get the DVD rip?
The version I got was a total legal version that I totally legally had access to and totally legally allowed Juniper and others to access.
You know, you see intestines on screen, this wasn't censored.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
we-
Oh, we missed out
it
on
was a
so much.
DVD rip. Yeah, we got to see Keisuke, like, wielding intestines during his evil arc. It's fun.
They don't actually black that one out. It was blurred.
Really?
Like, yeah, it was really inconsistent. Like, it seemed like anytime you saw internal organs, that was bad. But if it was just like a slash and blood goes everywhere, that's chill.
There's so much blood in this show.
There's a
Yeah.
lot
It's
of
really
blood.
gory.
It's almost like
I
it's
swear
about
there's
blood.
more blood coming out of people's bodies, actually.
After the war, everyone got more blood. Also, I sent an image of one of the endings, which is explicitly the cuck path, because basically Shiki becomes really withdrawn, so Akira just tries to have sex with other men to make him jealous.
Oh my god.
Oh dear. I do have a question, though, on that tangent, and I've been trying to say it for the last few minutes, despite the fact it's a tangent of a tangent. Quartz,
Yes.
what kind of death game is Kaiji?
That
Kaiji
game.
is game show, so that would be kind of in the same vein as Squid Game.
Wait, Juniper, what do you mean the Nazi part?
They
Okay,
look like
podcast-
Yeah,
Nazis.
look at the
They
image
did.
I
podcast
sent.
members. Yeah, I saw that one, but like, okay, for those watching the podcast, this is the photo on screen. I don't know how Quartz is going to put it in the episode for the YouTube viewers.
It'll go on the TV that's in the side of the video on BBR.
Yeah, this video is getting demonetized. Side note, I would highly suggest censoring the word rape for the YouTube upload because it will get blocked and community guidelines struck likely.
I don't. No, we
know
normally
about
we can
that.
say that stuff in
Yeah.
our videos normally.
We get away with it.
I don't care.
Maybe it's because it's more educational. But yeah, also, like, OVA Hell makes no money, so, you know, if you
know
want
what
to throw a
you know what you have
few
to censor, though?
coins...
This show will never make money until I launch a Patreon. There's no way this is ever getting monetized by anything.
Quartz, you know what you have to censor?
What?
Me, a queer person saying
Damn.
The first
I
censor...
actually might have to censor that one.
But no,
God, even-
so I
I
believe
can
this
say
is
that, and even
the
I'm too scared to.
ending
Understandable.
where Shiki drinks Nano's blood, but Akira also bleeds into his mouth to nullify it. So Shiki's kind of stronger, but also just goes on to become a dictator. And that's what he does with his newfound power.
Sure,
Speaking
yeah.
of bleeding, have we explained any of the blood powers?
That's a
Yeah,
point. Yeah. I think we've mentioned
Nano was a super soldier, then they used his blood to make drugs to make other ones. In general, it's diluted to fuck, but Shiki just bites him like a
He
little
raw dogs it?
fucking, yeah. And so, like, I think Nano's, like, just, like, he's gonna die. Like, I don't have to worry about this. He, like, immediately walks off. But, Shiki pulls through with the power of gay love.
It's not gay love, it's gay spite.
The gay love towards power.
He's just Virgil.
He really is.
the storm that is approaching.
What is this power?
I understand that it's because, again, of the route that they're adapting, but it kind of feels like the fact that Akira has anti-superpower blood doesn't get used in the end. Like, it's used to heal Keisuke, but my expectation was, so now that Shiki's got superpowers, him and Akira are gonna have to fight. And at the end of the fight, Akira's gonna bleed into Shiki somehow to, like, nullify his powers. You know, ending of season 5 of The Boys style. But that's not what happened.
Like, that is a route, but then it, leads to the dictatorship path, so I guess that's why they didn't adapt that part, and instead went for a kind of locked-in eternal combat sort of thing, is what it seemed to be.
But when Shiki got a big slash across his body, I thought Akira was gonna, like, bleed into that wound or something.
Basically, there wasn't enough blood play.
But no, instead he just gets fucking blown up.
Yeah, I know. It's really fucking funny. There's just... Dum. Uh-oh. because a fucking bomb lands next to them.
I thought they'd all just been killed off by a bomb in that second. I was like, is that how it ends? They just
That's
all
how it
died
ends.
to a
Hilarious.
bomb? That would have
They
been
might
funny,
have.
but I also would have been mad as fuck. I would have been angry.
Fan theory, they did all die in the bomb at the end. Everything else is just Akira hallucinating in his final moments as he bleeds out on the ground.
I like that the ending he hallucinates, though, is him losing his best friend and then having to become a mechanic in a shit town.
It's fine. He went back to Toshima right at the end, and the colors were blue and red because, like, the first 6 episodes begin with technically Nano giving a monologue about colors and the color of the soul. I did not get any of that. I'm just aware that it was going
He's like
on.
fucking talking out of his ass half the time, I swear to God. Like, there's
one of
one
the
bit
notes-
where
Okay,
he's,
I'm
like,
glad
just
I wasn't
saying stuff, and then, like, he's like, and next time I see you, Akira, I hope you'll have an answer for me. And, like, it turns out it's a riddle, and they meet up again, and Nano just, like, says it again, and then also just immediately says the answer. Like, he gives him no opportunity to reply.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one who thought that those opening monologues were complete and utter bullshit.
Yeah, they were really confusing, but when like you see Nano properly on screen, he's actually introduced. I was like, did he reach enlightenment or something? Has he Has he reached Chim? Which is an Elder Scrolls thing. Like, has he ascended to godhood because he just knows? He knows now.
He knows.
Like, that's kind of the vibe, like, as the one true success. Like, part of me wants to believe he's just kind of bullshitting, though, because, like, he's not very, like, part of the ending of the anime is Akira trying to convince him to have a reason to live, and he's kind of just like, nah, I'm just gonna destroy the military and then sit down for a bit.
Have a little sit.
Like, he's kind of directionless. Like, so part of the reason they actually send Akira in to Toshima, like, the reason they frame him is because as the Null Nicole, they think he can lure Nano out, because he's kind of been hiding in Toshima. So that's, like, they use him as a carrot on a stick. Like, here's this thing you might want or want to kill.
He's also not the first person that they tried this with.
Yeah, it kind of reeked of, well, I'm fucking out of ideas. Let's just take the Null Nicole and throw that fucking in there, see if that helps.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll just try that at this point.
We've just been throwing various twinks into Death City, and that hasn't been working. So we're gonna, like, throw the most specialist twink we have.
I was genuinely unsure as to why they invaded at the end as well. Like, why did they decide to just go for it?
I have no idea.
It was like the government was basically sick of them, like, fucking around in there. They were just going to blast it off the face of the earth.
My cynical thought there is maybe they did that because that's kind of how Ryuki ends. But I don't want to put too much faith in, oh yeah, it's riffing on this one TV show, even though it totally is. I'm right.
To be fair, at the time, visual novels were coming out like every 6 months. They were producing these things so quickly, I think. So there's a chance.
The show was 2000. The Ryuki was 2003. This is 2005. It's totally possible. Like, you know, or the visual novel was 2005. The anime was 2010.
Were there any diehard fans of this visual novel in 2010? It seems like a pretty niche thing.
It didn't get the popularity of Dramatical Murder, but it was fairly popular from what I remember.
It seems a bit delayed, that's all. Not discrediting it, just it seems like...
Most of Nitro+Chiral's visual novels were quite delayed in getting adaptations, like official ones. Togainu no Chi was 2005. The English was 2020. Then there's a couple of games that didn't get any English release. Then we have Sweet Pool, which was 2008, English 2018, Dramatical Murder 2012, official release 2021 in English. Like, the only one that's anywhere near is their latest one, Slow Damage, which was still a year later, like a year and a half.
They also did a Togainu no Chi stage play in 2025.
They what?
Yeah,
oh, yes.
Everything gets a stage play. That doesn't count.
Do they actually have sex on stage?
I hope so.
It's just
Wait a minute.
show.
You're fucking kidding me. The microphone glitched out. You're gonna have to resync everything.
Oh no, that's fine. I can work it. I might not
Am
even
I actually recording? Okay, I have been recording this whole time. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool.
Thank fuck. I swear to God, if we had to restart.
But no, I think it's interesting that, like, Nitro+Chiral basically took until their latest game to, I guess, prove there was an English, like, market there, which is insane, because Dramatical Murder was actually massive, because a fan translation came out about a year later, and that got massive. Like, from what I know, like, Dramatical Murder merch is, like, their moneymaker. Like, more so than anything else. Like, not even the game, just merch of fucking Alba. Like,
I don't know what Dramatical Murder is, so I'll take your
you
word
know
for it.
Yaoi Jesus?
I know
No.
that the main guy has blue hair and they kiss in, like, episode 2, and that's about it.
I'll be surprised if you haven't seen the main character of the show. Hold on.
Hang
main
on,
character's
you
blue
will
hair and
have
pronoun.
seen this image of
Fucking
him.
pronouns!
I mean, just to get...
This
oh,
one.
yeah, I've seen this guy.
What's wrong with his arm?
You've posted him more recently.
Oh, that's because I posted the fucking meme where it's just like when you're in love with your dog who's also a part of your soul and in your brother's body. Just Alba thing.
Is he fucking smothering another guy under there? Like, get off, you're gonna suffocate
No.
him.
He's listening to music in that. He's just laying incredibly gaily.
He looks like a sad boy listening to music.
Yeah, that's like, it's like, it became like a draw character here sort of meme for a while. Also, this anime figure of him is normally about in places.
Why did they censor his nipples?
That's why he's Yaoi Jesus, because they crucified him.
Crucified my
Why
boy.
did they censor his nipples?
They crucified Nakamura. Like, that doesn't make
They
you
did
Yaoi Jesus.
crucify Nakamura. He is following in his ancestors. Although I guess it would be the other way around, because Dramatical Murder takes place in the future.
Togainu no Chi received an official English patch in 2020 for some versions, I think. But the initial fan patch was 2012, which was 7 years after it came out. So, at least internationally, I think that its renown grew probably because of Dramatical Murder, without checking when that came out.
Also, potentially because of the anime.
Yeah,
So that would be 2 years after. Dramatical Murder was 2012.
Yeah.
Blue heron pronouns into the Discord gift search, and there's Dramatical Murder gift.
Anyway,
I'd argue that Dramatical Murder is more fucked up than Togainu no Chi, so I picked the lesser evil, with the exception
That's
Really?
fascinating. I didn't know that.
SK's good ending in the visual novel is Akira gets raped with screwdrivers, and if you
I
want
was
the
wondering
good
what
ending,
those were
you
in the
have to lay
CGs.
there and deal with it.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean,
Which is
the
fucked.
series of events is show no pain and then don't speak to him and then you get the good ending.
Yeah.
what the fuck? Anyway, I can't wait to do Dramatical Murder in a few months.
Oh yeah, when it gets back to me. But Clear is adorable.
That's gonna be a trip down memory lane down for me because I don't remember a thing about it, and I'll be like, oh, I remember this. Oh god, I remember this.
I mean, like, that's kind of part of why I chose Togainu no Chi, because I think I actually played it after Dramatical Murder, but, like, yeah, it's, like, a fond memory for me, because, like, me and a friend, like, played it on, like, a shitty laptop while on holiday together, and we would just, like, make bets about, like, what awful ending would happen next. That was also the same holiday when the ocean tried to kill me, so, you know. Give or
Oh.
take.
The what?
It happened to you as well?
Oh, I like, like, someone died at that beach, like, the week after I was there, but I got pulled under and, like, thrown about by the waves, and she was just cracking up on the beach while her mum was stood there going, like, you should probably help your friend.
Oh my
And
god!
she just didn't
Because I
help.
was nearly drowning.
Your friend's mum just stood there saying, you should help your friend.
And then, like, I came out and, like, I was in, like, a bikini top and trunks, and, like, they had been pulled off by the ocean.
You got pantsed by the ocean.
So truly, the real bad end of Togainu no Chi was that.
Don't come to Australia. We have rip currents.
Yeah,
They
that's,
won't even bother with that.
Yeah.
They'll just. Oh, by the way, you're out on the fucking ocean now.
I was at a beach and I got caught up in a wave once. I remember I went under. Thankfully I was pushed towards the beach. The wave pushed me forwards quite forcefully. I scraped my elbow on the sand, which wasn't actually sand, it was a bunch of seashells.
Oh.
And I've if I had a nickel for every time water's tried to kill me, I'd have 2 nickels.
What's the other one?
Yeah, I got thrown around in a wave like a fucking washing machine.
Yeah, same. The other time is when I was very little and I couldn't swim, and I was on a boogie board sort of thing in a pool, and my mum looks away for a second, and then I flip myself over and I start sinking.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
She's not
The
looking.
only reason I didn't.
But
The-
Juniper,
Huh?
what were you thinking about?
I was thinking about, oh, this isn't good.
Oh,
That's
no.
basically what my thought was, oh, this isn't good. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have flipped myself over by accident. Thankfully, my sister swam over, and I grabbed hold of her leg and pulled.
I
She
did
was
like
not
a
happy about that.
yachting thing for a school trip, and it was in like a contained area, but if you flipped the like little boat, they'd come and rescue you, and me and the girl who I was doing it with was like, that looks fun, let's try and flip this boat. Discovered it was actually a lot harder to do than we thought, and then we ended up in the water and we're just like, this is awful. I hate this. Why did we do this?
not to anyway gunsmith cats us, but also kind of to do that. I have a question about one shot that was in a later episode, and I want to know how everyone reacted to it. What did everyone think of the in the mouth shot?
Oh,
The in the mouth shot.
I was like, that's kind of funny.
You go back.
Yeah, I didn't see it
like,
first time.
It was just POV, I am biting you.
Before
Is
cam.
this better or worse than the Genocyber uterus?
I was gonna say, didn't we see that one?
Other end.
I forgot the Genocyber uterus scene. Which one was that?
It's where, like, you see the birth, but, like,
Oh,
From
yes!
the baby's
the walls
perspective.
of the vagina, and they're, like, clenching.
I bring it up because in my notes I wrote that in the mouth shot is kind of dumb. Like, I get what they were going for, but damn, that was stupid.
It was
I
so
kinda
It probably
funny.
would have made more sense if the rest of the show had been a bit more yaoi, but you know.
Yeah.
But no, every time someone went crazy and their teeth got hyper detailed, all I could think of was David Martinez going cyber psycho.
Oh, season 2 of that's coming. Woo.
Yeah.
It's gonna be exciting.
I loved the trailer they put out that just begins with David is dead.
David is dead.
I haven't seen the trailer yet.
That was
It's
the
good.
first
It's like
teaser
the
for
promo,
season
yeah.
2. Yeah.
Just like, it's not gonna be about him.
He's
gone.
dead. Get
We got rid
fucked,
of
they're all
him.
dead.
Yeah, I like the idea of each Edrunner season being like a standalone story about this group of people who died in Night City.
I mean, it's basically a campaign.
Yeah.
Oh fuck,
Yeah.
it is.
We should play
That makes a
Cyberpunk.
lot
That
of
would be
We should.
Oh my
would be
god,
fun.
can we do the just the character creation for Cyberpunk? Because I want to bring back my boy who had elf racism as a character trait.
Oh no!
You can get
Sure.
a negative, you choose like negative perks. Well, obviously they're not perks, but it gives you points to put towards perks. But one of them is elf poser, where you get genetic modifications to look like an elf. And every elf you meet fucking hates you for it. You can also give yourself allergies. It's so fun.
The genetic modification thing, you reminded me. Apparently in the tabletop, there's a gang called the Kennedys, and they all look like they all look like John F. Kennedy. So imagine a John F. Kennedy elf.
Amazing.
John F.
You're
Kennedy.
John F.
You're
Kennedy.
the one JFK that wanted to stand out. So you're an elf.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedy.
Oh, so what did we think of Togainu Onochi? Would you recommend this show? Fuck it, I'm putting us here if that's okay with everyone.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would, having recommended it to all of you. It was actually as fun as I remember it being as a 14-year-old.
I had a good time.
It's a
Like,
fun
it's
show, but
stupid.
I think I would have had more fun if I watched it in a group.
Yeah. It's
I can see
definitely
why a
like
14
force it on your friends sort of thing.
So basically, it's a get drunk and watch situation.
Yeah. Like 3 hours, you can bang that out in one evening. Bring your friends. Make them watch
6
Togainu
hours.
no Chi. It's 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Six?
12 episodes, 6 hours.
They're only 20 minutes though, so you can try
Yeah.
to shave that off.
So it's
Yeah,
like
sorry.
4-ish.
Right, sorry,
Watching with
Doc,
friends
you wanted to say.
definitely would- It's latency. Aussie internet latency. I always start speaking when I think, and then it arrives at everyone else's things 2 seconds later, and then it makes me feel like I'm interrupting everyone. I hate latency and I hate Aussie internet,
I
but that's...
fucking hate the Australian internet. It sucks.
We could have had it better, but no. A certain party had to replace it with copper. But whatever. No, but essentially, Gunsmith Cats, this show will definitely be better watched with friends, and I feel this is the kind of show where you can turn your brain off. I've always spoken about, I'm happy to turn my brain off with a show if it doesn't insult me for doing so, and I don't think this is one of those. Yes, you do lose a lot of the, well, probably biggest parts of the show, but what's left is still pretty enjoyable. And you can, if you're really, not into sex, you can disassociate the source material. It's fine. It is an okay, slightly gay action show. There are better things.
Slightly gay.
Hey, I mean, the last thing we watched on Bubble Burst Rental was gayer, I would argue.
It's very gay.
Akira gets slammed into walls like every episode.
Everyone licks his face.
Yeah, he does get
Slammed
licked
into
a
walls
lot.
and then they lick up the blood and then all die because they're all on drugs and his blood is anti-drug.
Anti-drug. But also poison.
I don't think the author knew how drugs work.
In Arbitro's ending, he gives Akira a drug that turns pain into pleasure. So, yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
Line fucking makes you tweak out and gives you super strength. It's not a accurate depiction of drug addiction.
Who would have thought?
You also get cock veins on your face.
Do you get cock veins
Dude,
on your
Mars
face?
veins.
Unless
So you're saying that Line turns you into an absolute dickhead?
Yes.
Very good.
do we just end there? Like, I'm not sure if we're going to get a better ending gag than Line
I don't
turns
know
you
if we're
into a
gonna get a better
dickhead.
ending gag.
Oh wait, no,
Stop
we
recording?
can't end. We can't end. Fuck. I'll have
What?
to rearrange this. But Murloc, what are we watching this month?
Oh, we're watching Red Garden.
Red Garden.
Bubble Burst Rental has now closed. We hope you